Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Chofao Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
A racial war had been on the rise after white people had been accused of attempting to drive out Black business people following the burning of 2 Black entrepreneur properties in 1 month. Hello, my name is Reneilwe Morema, and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News channel, reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. The predominantly white area, known for its vibrant tourism and entertainment opportunities, has historically been dominated by white residents. Yes, I am talking about Harteespoort, where we go out and enjoy ourselves by the dam, by the different entertainment areas, by the live performances. The opportunities there are endless, and it is no surprise that Black entrepreneurs would want to go in that area and start a business of their own, to try and make money, to try to make a plan out of poverty. But what happens when the white people or the white residents of that area try to sabotage them by burning down their businesses? Well, it is a racial sabotage, and it seems like the government is not doing anything about it. I'm going to tell you a story about Thabiso Mathibedi, who says he fears for his life after his business was set alight by the white residents of the Hartbeespoort.
Now, let's talk about the late victim. The late victim, the owner of the business that was burnt down, his name is supposedly Thabiso Mathibedi. He found his resort, brothers, his resort bubble, which he started in 2018, engulfed in flames. Was burning down to the ground. He said that earlier that day he noticed a man and a younger man fishing next to his property, and these were white people, and they fed some of his dogs. So he saw the dogs being fed by these people. Just after the fire, he realized, he said that they were feeding the dogs because it wasn't the first time. He believed they were feeding the dog to build a relationship with the dog, and so that in time they needed to burn his business, they could just come in and do whatever they wanted. Now, this is what he says. I quote him. He says, "I could sense that they were up to something. We caught them a couple of times, and the one time I caught them feeding my dogs, meaning they had been feeding the dogs for a while. I only realized that they were building a relationship with my dogs a week after I received a call from my wife that the resort was on fire."
Recently, an influx of Black business owners has led to significant racial tensions and racial deadly confrontations. Besides the burning down of their properties and intimidations, Black businessmen are now fearing for their lives since spring has come and the area is expected to be a hive of activities. As you know, right now in South Africa, it is springtime. We're having spring break, so everybody will be going to Harteespoort to have activities and entertainment. Even after death threats and his business engulfed in flames, the owner of Bubbles, Thabiso Mathibedi, said that despite his fears, he was not going anywhere. When I started this business and building the now burnt Bubbles is the name of the business, it's a resort as well, I was taken to court by the white racist communities because they didn't want me to have a business there just for the fact that I was Black, he said in an interview. Speaking to the Star on Monday, the 2nd of September, owner of Legacy on the Dam, Hartley Ngwatu, a resort that has thrived over the years, narrated his ordeal, saying he is not fearing only that they would burn down his property, but also for his life. Ngwatu, who was racially attacked in 2018, being brutally beaten by a gang of white men, said when he moved to Harteespoort, he was approached by white people to let him know that he could not set up his business there because he was Black. They said that This is verbatim. You cannot set up your business there because you are black. The Department of Water and Sanitation, which owns the land there, was unfortunately run by white people and was not fair to them because the whites in that area had been given an open end buy. The reason why there is such a fight is that white people have been occupying that land for such a long time. The government has given them that land for about 40 to 50 years and not paying rent. Remember, I said that white businesses thrive because the government does not put red tapes along their businesses. They do not tax their businesses, so they are free to run a thriving and successful business because the government does not charge them. The government does not make them to pay bribes, does not make them to pay these fees, the extortion fees. It does not make them pay heavy taxes. It does not fine them heavy taxes. So the white business there obviously will thrive because the government is giving them land for free. So when a black businessman moves into that area, he is not only a threat, but also disrupts the flow of business and life there. So it is a shame really for black businesses now to go to the department and apply for documents or to tell the department to at least treat them the way they treat white people, give them permission to occupy that land for businesses. And the government, the department decided to lease them that land. So they are paying rent while the white people that came here by ship in 1652 that terrorized us, that brutally violated us, they are living the life. They have no shame in, thriving and doing whatever they want. They are not even held accountable for burning down black businesses. I feel like in South Africa, and Wangale spoke about this in her previous segment about Julius Malema, speaking about Nigerians being confident and South Africans acting as subservient, acting as humble to the white people, in fear of the white people. The problem is that black people are the only people that see the rainbow nation. White people don't see the rainbow nation. To them, it does not exist. To them, what the rainbow nation means is that you decided not to take revenge against them because you fear them, number one. Number two, you will always be inferior and subservient to them. So they do not care about the rainbow nation. It is applied to the black people to stop them from truly living in freedom and thriving. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that, where a black person has to lease land in his own birth continent, in his own birth country? You have to lease land while these people are not given leases. They don't pay rent. They plant their businesses all over the land without fines, without the red tapes by the government, without taxes. And you are given a lease only because you are subjected or confined in the spaces, in the small spaces of the rainbow nation. The rainbow nation will be the death of black people. The rainbow nation simply means that you are inferior to the white people, you are subservient to the white people, and they can do whatever they want to do. The rainbow nation only applies to the white people when you are submissive to them. When you are, hello, my say, that is when the white people can say we are living in a rainbow nation. Whenever there is inequality, that is where the rainbow nation exists to the white people. Whenever they feel like you are inferior, that is when the rainbow nation exists to the white people. If you feel confident enough, like these black businessmen that try to build a business there in Harteespoort, that is when the rainbow nation does not apply. That is when they feel like you are coming into their territory. I don't know which territory they've marked because this is not even their birth country. So, hey, all I'm saying is that the rainbow nation hinders black people from thriving and reaching their potential. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Dialogue.